Hi, it's Peter Serafinowicz, and I'm playing this game, Dark Souls 2. It sort of slowly dawned on me that, alright, this is the best game I've ever played. It's unbelievable. And I remember thinking as well, like, two of my favourite games are Zelda, particularly the Wind Waker. I love all the Zelda games. And Resident Evil. And it's sort of, to me, that's what Dark Souls is a kind of mixture of, in a sort of way. Or rather, it combines the elements from Dark Souls, from Resident Evil and Zelda that I really love. You know, I suppose it's a bit like Zelda in Hell, which I guess, like Resident Evil, kind of takes place in a sort of hell. It's a sort of comedy hell, really, but particularly the earlier games were pretty scary. There's like an item that's called rubbish, and you pick it up and it's like, it's rubbish. And then the description says, this is surely of no use to anyone, it's some rubbish. But you carry it around, and later on you realise you can actually swap it for something quite useful. There are certain things, there's a sort of freedom to the world, but there are certain places that you can't go until you do certain things. And, you know, while that's true of a lot of games, many games approach it with in a sort of linear way. Can I just, I just want to tell you something that I've just remembered. So, a weird thing about this, for me personally, is that I play a character in this game who doesn't appear like until later on from where I am. But I also provided the exertion noises for the main male character. So look, I'm going to let myself be hit with an arrow. I didn't say anything then. Oh, that's me. And that's very weird. The first time I played it, I was like, I was like, oh my god, it's actually me. And when it says you died, it's like, I died. I hear myself go, now anyway, look, back to this game, right? Because I'm just sort of wandering around. Now this dude here, he's a bit weird because unlike most people in Dark Souls, he doesn't react when you walk near him. I can target him, so he's recognized as an enemy, but he's just sitting there. I can also do this thing. Oh, hang on. It won't even let me talk to him. So it's like, who's this guy? Alright, well, let's find out, shall we? Right, so I haven't got a sword, I haven't got a shield, so let's two-hand this because he looks pretty tasty. Oh, hello. Right. Now, I love this guy. This dude is called he's called a Heidi Knight. And he's got this sort of lopsided gait. He's kind of hunched over, and he's got a sort of bucket helmet. And he almost looks a bit drunk. He's a bit like a guy in a pub who's just been sitting there all afternoon, slumped over, and then you look at him, and then he gets up and starts to fight you. Oops. He's a bit like that. Oh, hang on. Come on. Now, he hit me there, and I haven't got very good poise armor on. Now, and this is another thing with Dark Souls, is part of the reason that it's so satisfying to play is that like handling the weapons feels quite realistic, and your character reacts. The physics of it, he kind of reacts quite. Oh, there we go. Quite realistically, there's a stat, poise, which it took me a while to figure out what it was, but it's basically like stability. when you it defines how much you, like if somebody hits you with a sword, it defines how much you kind of stagger back or how much somebody can upset your balance. There we go. All right. Ah! You died. I think that should say you fucker, because that's what you always think. And check out my dude now. So he's now gone hollow, and he's not looking very well. The thing is, in the first Dark Souls, your character would kind of stay at a sort of default, static, zombified state. But in this, each time you die, you start looking worse and worse. And that's one of the new cool things about it. Like your hair starts falling out and... Oh, hang on. Here we go. Look. There we go. Look. Backstab. Ooh, nice. When I heard Dark Souls 2 is coming out, I mean, I think, you know, what people wanted was not like a radical redesign of the game. They wanted Dark Souls 2. They wanted the same Dark Souls, but like a different world, you know, and like a continuation. But you know, and that's really what's happened. Although, you know, there are things that have been refined and changed and etc. etc. So it just all looked really incredibly exciting, and I thought, you know, I'd love to be involved with it somehow. And I got in touch with Namco on Twitter, and originally I said, can I get a Dark Souls poster for my office? And they said, yeah, and I got one. It was signed by like one of the dudes from Software, and I just thought, oh great, I got it framed, it's up in my office. And then I was like, you know what? You know, you have voice acting in Dark Souls. You know, I do that, and you know, I'd love to be a voice in the game, and so I essentially sort of bullied my way into it. Really, I just thought, you know, and part of me I was a little bit, I was slightly reticent about it because I thought, I don't want to be like inside the game. I don't want to. I don't want to kill the golden goose, you know. I want to be able to. Right, I'm just going to enter that mist there, but there's a lot of sleepers in this game. There's a lot of dudes just sort of pretending to be dead, but they're actually alive. Don't know if you can see. Look, I'm looking a bit more worse for wear there, but like. These characters have a few different stages, and they really start to look ropey. But yeah, so I didn't want to ruin it for myself, and also I didn't want to ruin it for other people. I didn't want to do a voice in this game and like for people to say, you know, Dark Souls 2 is amazing, but oh my god. That Peter Serafinowicz doing that awful voice in it, you know, that's the one thing I hate about the game, and you know, so there's that sort of pressure as well, because I care so much about the game. I would have just been mortified had I ruined it, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe shit. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh god. I died. Oh look, I love this. Now you can speed climb up ladders, which has a sort of pleasing Benny Hill-ness to it. Especially if it's a long ladder and you're just escaping from somebody, and then and then things are chasing you. It's oh god, there's somebody there, but I'm gonna go on, open. Right, here's a little Bonnie. Wicked. bonfire lit. Rest at bonfire. Oh, cannot use. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, Dark Souls.